Oh, my God.
You packed in a lot.
We didn't, we just?
Did you have a good time?
It was amazing. It was amazing because every time you were completely terrified and facing your fears, straight afterwards there was just that euphoria that you'd done it. Everyone was so pleased you'd done it. There was so much love in the camp. Everybody's just been amazing, and so many different types of people. I've learnt so much, so it's been brilliant.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, because this show's been after you for a couple of years.
As you well know.
As you know, you said yes last year, then said no, because you were terrified, isn't that right?
I was really terrified.
What made you say yes this year?
I kind of felt it was now or never.
Right.
It was now or never. The kids were just at the right age where they could just about cope, I felt. And I kind of thought, I never thought it was going to be this hard, though.
Right.
You don't really realise how hard it is. Little things. Clean socks. God bless clean socks.
Luxury.
I know.
And also, I think, when you said over the last day or two, you said it was almost like pressing a reset button for you as well.
Yes.
What did you mean by that?
I think because even though... Well, I think life is busy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think if you're a mum and you're juggling lots of things, you're racing around from the minute you get up, and you're trying to keep lots of balls in the air, and clearing everything out makes you feel like actually you can. Everything I've got, I've always worked really hard for. And so you realise actually you have got stuff in you, you have got bravery in you, and you have to really, really treasure what's important to you. And it's people.
Yeah.
It's people. Sometimes they might be strangers, become friends, and just make the most of all of that.
We talk about being brave, have bravery in you. You did have bravery in you, because you faced trials.
Not always.
You did.
No, honestly, you faced trials and challenges, and you faced quite a lot.
Yeah.
Let's remind ourselves.
OK.
Kids leisurely swimming.
Ah! I'm falling! There's so many bugs in my knickers!
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh, got it! Oh, the microphone!
Pig's brains.
It's actually sinking!
There we go!
You got it, Kate!
Ah, cycling's fun, isn't it?
When you look at it, you took on quite a lot.
It's amazing, isn't it, when you pack it together?
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
The one that got us was when we saw you alone down at Sightseers, when you had to put your head and your hands and your feet and stuff.
I know.
You were really emotional that day, and at the end you cried. We had to give you a hug, because what was that? You were overwhelmed?
I think it's a fear of letting people down.
Right.
You think, I can't do this, I can't do this, and I'm going to have to go back and tell them I've let people down. And it was terrifying. Snakes would be my biggest fear. And putting your head into, what was it, 20 pythons? Not knowing what you're going to see.
Yeah.
That was frightening. But mainly, tears, I think, at the end were relief that I'd done it.
Yeah.
It was pure relief. I've done it. I can go back and tell them I've done it. And also, weirdly weak tongue.
I beg to differ, Kate.
I'm going to tell everyone who comes in here, get your tongue fit.
Yeah.
Because you're going to really need it.
Is that advice for anybody coming into the show next year?
Anybody coming in next year, do some tongue exercises now.
I feel a fitness DVD coming up. Your job, obviously, is interviewing people.
Yeah.
And you didn't take a day off down there either, did you? Have a look at this.
Great characters. I can just imagine being part of a girl band is so much fun.
It's a lot of work.
Did it make it harder, though, because you knew you were kind of living this lie? But you were close with George, because...
Yeah, my
all the way
godfather, yeah.
So when you did your whole face, was that because of becoming Caitlin? Why was it so difficult? Because it was horrible for the family? Do you love your football, Andy?
Yeah, I love it.
Are you going to remember us, Caitlin, when you get back to Malibu? Do join us next week when hopefully we'll have someone who's actually famous.
You just love asking questions, don't you? Are you just naturally inquisitive?
Yeah, I think curiosity is the key to life. I think if you're curious about yourself and about people around you, then it opens up your world to a whole load of adventures. And as you get older particularly, I'm the oldest there now, after Caitlin went, and I think it's very easy to allow your life to close down and, yeah, keep asking questions.
Well, talking of Caitlin, you've clearly met thousands of celebrities throughout your career, but you seem quite starstruck. Is that fair to say?
She's extraordinary.
Yeah.
And, you know, we watch the show, we feel like we know all about her, but I've now showered with her, I've slept with her. She's promised to come on Good Morning Britain, and I'll be the only interviewer that's ever showered and slept with her, so there you go.
She's actually watching you now. Hi, Caitlin. She's over
Caitlin.
there. Hi, Caitlin. There she
still got
is.
the deal?
That's it, I love it.
I love it.
She's going to be on ITV2 very shortly.
Looks gorgeous.